He's representing San Antonio, Texas, as he became the welterweight champion with a dominant victory over Yordenis Ugas back in 2023. As I look at this man's journey, he has ascended up weight classes, and I think he's settled in beautifully at 147. The one thing I'll say, and this is a fact, not only is he a world champion, not only is he very proud of where he's from in San Antonio and his Mexican heritage, you will never see this man in a boring fight whatsoever. He is all action all the time. He's so emblematic of what it means to be a Mexican champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending WBC welterweight champion of the world. Please welcome Mario El Azteca Barrios.
Afternoon, everybody. I appreciate y'all, everybody being here. You know, it's been a good camp. It's been long. It's been a long week. I'm already over it, and just ready, to step in there come Saturday. But yeah, Barrios versus Pacquiao. This is huge. It's historic. Hats off to Pacquiao and his team. For even daring to be great and doing what they're doing. But yeah, I mean it's my time now, and I'm gonna show that come Saturday.
Thank you very much to the reigning WBC welterweight champion of the world, Mario El Azteca Barrios. And now with the challenger, I want to acknowledge Buboy Fernandez, who has been there with Manny Pacquiao for a while, also for a long, long time. Also the Hall of Fame trainer, Mr. Freddie Roach, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause to Team Pacquiao. Also Sean Gibbons up there as well. Well, the man who last month was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, the fighting pride of the Philippines, representing Sarangani Province. He'll be looking to break his own record by furthering that legacy and becoming the oldest welterweight champion. He did that against Keith Thurman inside this very building back in July of 2019. He has defeated 8 current Hall of Famers with the record of 62 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to legacies, it is awfully hard to come close to this man. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to say thank you to Almighty God for this another opportunity that I am here to face again in another fight, a big fight against Mario Barrios. And I want to thank Al Heyman for this opportunity, and TGB Promotion, Tom Brown, thank you. And to all the press and media who came here today to support this coming fight on Saturday. And the fans, thank you for everything, to all your support. And of course, without the fans, boxing is dead. So I really appreciate your support in boxing. But I'm gonna sure this coming Saturday is gonna be a good fight. And it's been a while that I've been not in boxing for 4 years, but I'm still active in terms of exercise, training, like that. The fans might be worried about my condition, but that's what I need to prove it, that I'm not that kind of fighter that lazy or need to train, but I'm a fighter that I can work hard as I used to before when I was young and until now. And I'm pretty sure that this coming Saturday is going to be a lot of action and the fans will be happy. And that's my goal, to make the fans satisfied of this fight. And I know Barrios he's a champion, and respect his team. They work hard also. this is for the fans and of course for the glory of Almighty God. Because without God, Manny Pacquiao is nothing. I am nothing without God. So therefore, I give glory to God and thankful to all the fans who are always supporting us, and of course the Team Pacquiao. Thank you for working hard, and thank you for stopping me all the time to cut short my training. But it's okay. I understand your feeling with me, but I want to push more. But I understand that it's not like when we're young. You can go every day hard work, but there's a time that you need to give my body rest to recover. So I understand that, and also this is the time that I'm gonna say thank you to all the media, and we're back in boxing again. We're going to show it to the world that boxing is not dead or still alive and kicking. And Manny Pacquiao is still here. And all I can say is, I'm back. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the great Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. I'm going to start with the champion, Mario Barrios. Mario, you've been in main events before on pay-per-view, but now as you go up and down the strip here in Las Vegas, everybody in this town is talking about it. You see the signage everywhere. The Go for a Prize fighters, the headline here in Las Vegas. You are accomplishing that. What does that feel like?
It feels amazing. Everything I poured into the sport since I was a kid, and now being able to walk down the strip, with my mom, my sister, my niece, and seeing my name, all over, it's something I definitely, just dreamed of as a kid, and being able to see it, in person, it's huge. Headlining MGM. I know I couldn't ask, for a bigger event, to showcase, my talents, my abilities, and continue to show, and to prove, why I'm the current champion.
Well, we're looking forward to your showdown. Manny, you're no stranger to headlining here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. This is your 16th time headlining here at the MGM Grand. Your first fight, Tom Brown alluded to it, June 23rd, 2001. You defeated Ledwaba, looking amazing as always. But how good does it feel to return to the MGM Grand Garden Arena and once again have the main event spot?
For 24 years, I cannot imagine that I'm still fighting here in this arena, the MGM Grand Arena. That's a blessing, that's a favor from God, and I'm so thankful to be here and still kicking and fighting and giving a good fight to the fans. So I'm excited for this Saturday.
Mario, when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, he's very respectful, he's a gentleman, but do you almost feel, because on Saturday night when the bell rings, it's hurt and not get hurt? Does he try to kill you with his kindness, and how much do you have to let all the pleasantries go away, and when that bell rings, you're going to have to go out and try to hurt the great Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah, it's just part of the business, but Manny is a very likable person. I can't think of anything bad to say about him, other than he's facing me for my title, and it's all smiles right now. It has been during this whole lead up, but I know come fight night, that smile is not going to be on his face anymore, and neither will mine. And the best man is going to come out with his hand raised.
Being the world champion, you're not the challenger in this fight. You are the reigning WBC welterweight champion of the world. Does that give you extra confidence as you prepare to retain what you feel is rightfully yours in the WBC welterweight championship of the world?
I have confidence in my preparation, You know, we have had a tremendous camp. You know, me, Bob Santos, Richard Barrientos, my sister, um, and yeah, you know, that's where, you know, I'm getting all the confidence that I'm walking into this fight with. And, you know, yeah, just, I mean, we have been just treating this fight as another title defense, you know, against another opponent. We haven't been, you know, in camp, you know, constantly saying like, oh, you know, I'm fighting a legend or I'm fighting, you know, a current Hall of Famer. Um, at the end of the day, he's just another man in there. He's another opponent, you know, trying to take my title, you know, regardless of everything he's accomplished and given to the sport.
Manny, for you at this stage of your career, now that you're back after 4 years away from the sport, what's it like being in the challenger's position?
I've been a challenger for many times, and the same feeling. Like I'm excited, excitement that to get the belt to win the fight. I know Barrios he's a champion. He's a good fighter also. But on Saturday night, our job is to give enjoyment and satisfaction to the fans. You know, entertain the fans. Like, you know, like a real fight, not fight like boring fight.
Is that why you decided to come back and step inside the ring against Mario Barrios? Because of the fact that you're no stranger to being involved in what we say ring wars. I mean, your resume speaks for itself, but is that why you decided to come back against Barrios? Because you knew the kind of action that he brings to the table?
That's right. Like I know that we can create and give a good fight to the fans. I mean, I'm pretty sure that because both of us, his camp train hard, and we train hard also for this fight.
Mario, for you, you are 30 years of age. You've been on this journey since you were 6 years of age. But how much do you want to push Manny Pacquiao? He's been away for 4 years, and do you want to test his conditioning, his stamina? You know, you've been quite active in your career.
I'm trying to test everything, you know, come fight night. You know, whether, you know, he can still keep up, you know, at this level. You know, I believe I'm in my prime right now, and you know, I'm trying to show that come Saturday. You know, so you know, I've been preparing for 12 rounds of nonstop action, and you know, because I know the style that he brings when he steps into the ring, and but yeah, you know, I'm looking, you know, to test him in every way come Saturday.
Manny, it has been 47 months since you've stepped inside the ring as a professional prize fighter. Are you concerned at all about ring rust? And if so, how do you negate that?
We work hard for this training camp, and we did a lot. My style, the timing. We don't stop like what we do in a week for if we cannot get our goal, especially the timing, footwork, head movement, and combination.
What has this training camp been like for you? I've seen videos online about you obviously returning to Wild Card, being with Freddie Roach, Buboy Fernandez. The team is back together again, but how much have you enjoyed training camp in the lead up for this matchup?
I'm enjoying training camp like what I did before. My feeling is like when I was 26 years old, 29 years old, like that. Like the interest of training to train hard like that, to discipline. Same. I mean, I think it's because of I lay off for 4 years in boxing. That's why my interest and the fire in my eyes, my heart, is still there. To work hard, to fight, better.
Do you appreciate it more, Manny, because you were away from the sport for 4 years at this level?
It's helped a lot. I mean, my body get able to rest for 4 years, and now I'm back. Like, I'm excited. Like, my body's looking for it.
Mario, how has training camp been like for you? I mean, I've known you for well over a decade, but it's clear, at least what we see on social media, that this is the best in shape that we've ever seen you. What has the entire training camp experience been like for you?
Training camp's been great. You know, like I said, me and my team, we've been putting in some serious work. I think we have a really good game plan going into this fight, and I'm just ready. You know, like I said, to step in there Saturday. I've been tired of answering questions and doing all the press stuff. You know, I'm ready for war, and yeah, you know, I'm just, like I said, just counting down the days until we step in there on Saturday.
How do you emulate the style of Manny Pacquiao? He is not your conventional fighter. He's unorthodox. He likes to dart in and out. He'll throw punches from unorthodox angles and has just a different cadence about him and a different pace and tempo.
He's definitely one of a kind. You know, it wasn't an easy style, you know, to try to copy in training camp. You know, so we're trying to get as many different southpaw looks as we could. But I feel like we did a really good job, and I feel like we got the necessary rounds in. So, like I said, you know, all of that, it just, I think it's gonna show come fight night.
Bob, for you, you've been with Mario Barrios for a long time. Happy belated birthday, by the way, once again. For you, how has Mario Barrios' training camp in this fight compared to others in the past?
Well, first off, you know, I want to give all the credit to his father and the soon-to-be Hall of Famer right next to me, Louis DeCubis Jr. I want to give them their props. We're, you know, obviously Manny Pacquiao, the global icon, Freddie Roach, the Hall of Famer. But that being said, Mario left no stone unturned for this fight. We're ready for an all-out war, toe-to-toe. I got Al Azteca, the two-time world champion in 2 divisions. Give this man his flowers, his props. Toe-to-toe, all-out war. We're prepared for the best Manny Pacquiao. We're not sleeping on him. Like I said, I picked Keith Thurman to beat him. Lo and behold, I'm there ringside. Keith Thurman's on the deck in the first round. In the 12th round, they're raising Manny Pacquiao's hand and setting the record. But we're not going to allow that to happen July 19th, with all due respect to the icon. Mario Barrios will be victorious July 19th. And again, thanks to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubis Jr., the soon-to-be Hall of Famer.
All right, Bob Santos. Manny, when you hear that Team Barrios is anticipating and are going to bring forth a toe-to-toe slugfest, your response?
Well, that's why I'm here. Why I'm still here in boxing, because that's what I want, like to make the fans happy and satisfied. That's, you know, I like that. I mean, it's good for the fans. If I'm the fans, that's what I want.
I don't know if you pay attention to it, but according to the odds makers, you are the underdog coming into this fight. They have the champion, Mario Barrios, as the favorite. Do you pay any attention to that? And what do you want to tell those that claim that you are the underdog?
Oh, that's fine. I mean, you know, there's so many fights that I had. I am an underdog, and I brought surprises to them.
Some surprises.
Yes, some surprise.
You want to tell us a little bit, or you want to wait for Saturday?
Manny Pacquiao always brings surprises. Thank you.
All right. Well, when you hear about surprises, Mario, you're the favorite coming into this fight. What is that like for you? I mean, you've been on both sides of the coin, being the favorite in this matchup.
I wasn't aware. I don't really pay attention to the odds. Like I said, I just, you know, I put in the work. And yeah, you know, I just come fight night, I go in there and I show out. And regardless of, you know, whether I'm the favorite or not, you know, like I said, I'm just looking to show why I'm the current WBC champion.
You have a lot of supporters from all over the globe, but you are embedded, entrenched into the fabric that is San Antonio, Texas. We have the associate head coach of the Spurs here, Sean Sweeney, a variety of San Antonio celebrities, and the fan base down there. I've been there for your fights. It is at a fever pitch. They love you. You're beloved down in your hometown of San Antonio. How much do you want to put on a memorable performance for those in San Antonio, Texas?
I always put on, for San Antonio. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's something in the water, back home or what, but we have a lot of talent in a lot of different, places, and yeah, I'm always very proud to represent, San Antonio. I'm always very proud to represent, my Mexican and indigenous roots, and that's another reason why this fight is so big. He has had so many victories and everything, over so many Mexican fighters, and now I get to be a part of that, but I get to be on the other side.
Well, he has had some legendary moments, no secret. And in your mind, Mario, what is your favorite Manny Pacquiao moment?
My favorite moment, I was always a big, Marquez fan growing up, and so watching all of their wars, as I was coming up, I think I was like 16 or 17 when Marquez had knocked him out, and it was actually here at the MGM, and that was definitely one of my favorites.
You have 18 knockouts on your resume. Can you do and accomplish what your favorite Mexican fighter did, and that is knock out the great Manny Pacquiao?
I'm not going in there looking for a knockout, but I go in there with bad intentions. I know I have power in both hands, and yeah, if at any point I see I have him hurt, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger. And I know it's gonna be it's the same for him. It's just business.
Manny, what's your response to when he said that a moment that he admires is that of his favorite Mexican fighter, Juan Manuel Marquez, knocking you out here in this building?
That's part of the fight, the game. Like but it's not the end there. Like it's okay. We fighters, we accept defeat, but we learn a lot from that moment.
I know you said you have some surprises for us, but in order for Manny Pacquiao to capture victory number 63 and hear from the ring announcer and the new WBC welterweight champion of the world, what must Manny Pacquiao do?
More action, aggressive, and throwing a lot of strong punches. That's the goal.
What do you want to show the rest of the world when it comes to how long your career has been and just furthering your legacy? You took your place in Canastota as the International Boxing Hall of Famer. What are you hoping to demonstrate to the entire world? Because I feel like those in their 40s, you are an inspiration to individuals who want to do things that they feel could not be possible.
In my boxing career, I always want to be an inspiration to all the young boxers, to all the people, to all the fans all over the world. Like not only in here in the United States, but all over the world. To be an inspiration and a role model for them. Being a nice person. Boxing is boxing. When we get to the ring, we perform our job to fight. A real fight. And after that, nothing personal. This is a sports that we call sports. We should understand and learn about it. Like all the fighters, when we get to the ring, we have a job to do. Fight, give, to entertain the fans. But after that, nothing personal. We're all friends, and we're just doing our job. Like I always say that. No era mi intention pelear contra otro boxeador mexicano, pero así pasan las cosas.
Showing his bilingual skills, Manny, what are you hoping to demonstrate and also I want to know the response from the Philippines. When you fight, the entire country of the Philippines stops, and you're always, first and foremost, about fighting for the Filipino people. But what do you want to showcase for all Filipinos? And I'm sure they cannot wait. I have a lot of Filipino friends, and they are going to be glued to their televisions watching your matchup against Mario Barrios.
Of course, once again, Manny Pacquiao is here giving an honor to the Filipino people, to our country. And of course, my goal is to leave a good legacy in boxing, not only in the Philippines, but all over the world, to be inspiration. Like I said, legacy is the most important thing, because we're not forever in this world. We're just passing by. So therefore, leave a good legacy that can inspire other generation, inspire other boxers. That's my goal.
Mario, a couple more questions. That ring walk on Saturday night. I know you have walked to the ring with a variety of different performances, but what does this ring walk at the MGM Grand Garden Arena on Saturday night with you as the welterweight champion of the world going to mean to you?
It's gonna mean everything. Of course, I bring my indigenous roots in there with me, and I always like to showcase that. It's something you feel whenever I walk to the ring. Hearing those ancestral drums, and I'm looking forward to walking out and bringing that here at the MGM.
Manny, same question. 16th time making that walk as a main event headliner. Have you thought about what it's going to mean to you?
All I can say is I'm excited. Ready for Saturday.
And your prediction for Saturday night against Mario Barrios?
Leave it to God. We'll do our best in the ring to entertain the fans, and it's going to be fantastic. Thank you.
Mario Barrios, your prediction on Saturday night as you defend your welterweight crown against the great, the Hall of Famer, Manny Pacquiao.
I know it's gonna be a hell of a fight. Going in there with a living legend, but at the end of the night, you're gonna hear and still.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause to Mario Barrios, Manny Pacquiao. This is our main event for the WBC Welterweight Championship of the World. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time this Saturday from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. Now we